Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Hi. Hey, everybody. My name is Cosmo Beloved. I will be your partial host this evening. We are the Monkey Business Institute. Ladies and gentlemen, and everybody in between and outside and everywhere else, thank you so much for joining us tonight. This is a improv show, which means we're going to make up everything that we can, and it's a digital show, which means we're doing it from the safety of our homes and closets and workspaces and whatnots. So please join me in welcoming our wonderful cast for this evening. Myself, hi. We also have Adam Lukes.
Hey, everybody.
And Brandon Jensen.
Hey.
And this evening we have the wonderful Mark Turnus moderating in the YouTube chat. He will also be providing sound effects from here and whatnot. And he may also be participating in some of the games by throwing us suggestions when we ask for them and when we don't, and things like that. So this first game for you, actually, before we get started, I just want to throw a shout out to anybody who is actually watching this live right now. Mark will be asking questions in the YouTube chat, and you can respond to those questions. We also have a whole bunch of questions that we've sent out in previous questionnaires that we've sent out to our wonderful audiences. So we have suggestions that are out there, but I would love to hear something wonderful that happened to you today or this week or since the last time you saw our lovely faces. What is something wonderful that has happened? Go ahead, throw that up in the chat. Let us know that you're here. Let us know that you're watching. And then we can focus our energies on your wonderfulness, and you can have that. So this first game is a game that we are calling Virtual Shoe. Virtual Shoe is the name of this game. We just made it up based off of a weird email message we got, and we were like, what does that mean? And so we turned it into a game. And the way this works is we will be shooing in random stuff virtually into our scenes. So we're going to have two players start the game. It will be Adam and Brandon, weirdly enough. Adam and Brandon are going to start doing a scene. At any point during that scene, they will hesitate and or pause and or possibly freeze, hopefully intentionally and not just digitally. And at that point, our wonderful DJ, Mark, will throw in a random word or phrase that will end whatever they were just saying. So, for example, if I'm playing the game and I'm saying, "All right, I'm gonna go outside and I'm gonna defeat those
xenophobic geese,"
they will repeat the word or phrase and incorporate that into the scene. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm gonna drop off the screen. Adam, Brandon, are you ready?
Yeah.
All right, your suggestion is crawling from Alina. Thanks, Alina. That's wonderful. Babies learning to crawl is wonderful. Crawling is your suggestion. Again.
They're back again.
Yeah.
I checked a lot of them.
Oh. Didn't think I'd need to be back so soon.
Yeah. Apparently the bait that you put down a couple weeks ago didn't take care of them all. And now they're crawling in my orifices when I'm sleeping.
In your, I'm sorry, your orifices?
Yeah, I just got back from the doctor and I'm starting to get an ear infection because one crawled up into my ear canal.
A bug crawled in your ear canal. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. As your landlord, I'll take care of it. Don't worry. I think I got a solution. I brought with me something special. I brought
impulsive woman.
I brought an impulsive woman with me.
An impulsive woman is supposed to help me in this situation?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, nobody knows what to do like an impulsive woman. So she'll take care of it. There she goes now. She's going to go replace the bait. I think these creepy crawlies will be gone in a matter of days.
All right, but I'm going to need some sort of reparations for the damage that's been done to my ear. You're going to have to give me a
clam.
Because Like nothing more than a good clam dinner.
You want a clam for a bug that crawled in your ear?
Not just any clam. I want one of the best clams that you can find, preferably East Coast.
Wow, your requests, your demands are getting more and more ridiculous. But okay, you want a clam? I'll tell you what. You've been a good tenant. I'll get you a clam. I'll get you a clam by Friday.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Say, while I'm here, I know you've been having problems with the what was it? The
Acid.
acid.
Yeah,
How's the acid?
I've been having a lot of acid problems. The cockroaches have been emitting an odor that has been disrupting my gastrointestinal issues, and then sometimes I
Shake.
shake, I get the tremors, and then it's a whole nother episode in the bathroom that I don't want to get into.
Gotcha.
I've finished.
Ah, she's done.
I'm done.
Wonderful.
And now I'm going to burn down the building.
That seems a little impulsive there, don't you think?
Well, maybe you should
Scar yourself.
scar yourself in the fire of the burning that I'm going to do.
Look, that'll stop you from burning my building down. You know what? I'll scar myself. I'll scar myself for you. I'll get a clam for you. And while I'm at it, I do something for me. I think I'm gonna go
Horse riding.
horse riding. I haven't done that in a decade.
I'm going to
Flash.
flash.
Oh,
Goodbye.
you weren't joking when you said impulsive. So this lady is gonna burn my apartment down?
No. As long as I scar myself, the building will be fine. Don't worry about it.
It better be. I have a lot of
Bubbles.
bubbles in here that I've been trying to preserve.
Oh, is that part of the whole acid thing?
Well, I've kept some of the bubbles. It's nostalgic for me. Each one, even though sometimes it's not associated with a good memory, I like to access those. But my apartment's not going to burn down, correct?
That is correct. Your apartment will not burn down because that is the end of the game. All right. That was the game of virtual shoe, where we shooed things in. And shoe we did. We shoe did. We shoe did that. All right. This next game that we're going to play is a game called Advice Panel. And what we're going to do is we're going to get a couple of different characters up here. But what we're looking for right now is I want you to start throwing in questions in the chat, questions that you have that you want advice on. And this could be any kind of advice that you might want to receive. If you got questions, things that have bugged you for a long time that you've never quite gotten an answer to, just start throwing those into our chat. Mark, we also have some questions that have been piled up in previous questionnaires, correct?
We do.
Fantastic. All right, let's see who are we going to meet first? Let's see. Adam, what do you need for your character?
Yeah, how about, can I have just the title of a horror movie, please?
What happened to Amelia Earhart from Laura?
Okay, thank you.
That's
Sounds scary.
that sounds like a scary movie. Sounds a scary movie. And Brandon, what would you like for your character?
Could I get something, an opinion or a view that someone might have that does not have much education?
Magnets are magical, and this is coming from Chris.
Chris, thank you, Chris. Magnets are magical.
Excellent. And then I want to play too, so I'm going to play a character. And Mark, I would like give me a first name and an emotion.
Let's see what we got here. Sherry and idly rich. It's kind of like an emotion.
Cherry and idly rich. All right, perfect. Let's go ahead and bring up our characters. I'm going to drop off screen and we're going to introduce our first character. First character is joining us now.
Yeah, Hi there. My name's Stuart Lyons. I'm a scholar. I study the Bermuda Triangle and all sorts of other unnatural phenomena that take place in the world around us. There's a lot going on that you might not be aware of, and fortunately, you know, I'm here to tell you about it. So, hi. Yeah. Hi.
Hello, I am Cherry. I have lots of opinions, and they're all correct because I'm Cherry. Now, if you want to be wrong, you are allowed to do that, but I am not because I am always correct. So it's very nice to meet you. Yeah, so I'm glad to be able to answer all of your questions and give you the correct answers.
Hey, yo, how's it going, everybody? My name's Mike. Some people call me Magic Mike, but that was before the movie came out because I ain't like that. I just hang out with my posse. We get sort of insane sometimes, and that's all it's all about. It's just chilling, having a good time, staying away from politics. That's what's up.
Thanks, everybody. That's our panel then. We do have some questions that we've gotten in chat. We'll start with a health-related question from Alina. What is the best way to improve her resting heart rate? Magic Mike, it sounds like you might have something to say.
Yeah, you want to improve your resting heart rate. That means you can't be moving. All right. So you got to wear. See, I got this watch, an Apple Watch. I don't plug nothing. But you just got to be sitting down and you look at it. You tap the heart. It'll give you this number. I don't really believe those numbers, but that's supposedly what you get. You look at the number and then you can pop it in your profile. And then that's your resting heart rate. I don't know how to make it go up and down or nothing, but if you're sitting down, it's supposed to stay still.
Okay, so don't move and tap your watch.
Yeah.
Great. Stuart, what do you think? How can Alina get her heart rate down?
Good question. Good question. There's a lot of things in this world that are concerning and might get your heart rate up. You know, we got aliens overhead. We got water creatures down below, and all sorts of crazy. It's nuts. It's nuts. You got to take care of yourself. The best thing I found to get your heart rate down and keep this on the down low. You go down south, past Mexico. Keep going down south. There's a little thing called ayahuasca. Okay. This is the best thing I've ever experienced to get your heart rate down. As well as most of your other bodily functions. But check it out. Just don't tell them I told you about it. Yeah.
So, Alina, hard drugs from Stuart.
Not drugs. Plants.
Oh,
yeah.
Plants. Oh, all right. Well, Cherry, since you've got the right answer, let's hear what you have to say. Cherry. Like the fruit.
Cherry.
Fruit.
The best way to improve your resting heart rate is to rest. That's all you have to
Oh.
do. You just need to rest. And
All right.
your heart rate and its resting point will improve. So
that's
a
that.
nap.
Sounds like Mike was right on par with that. Don't move. And then maybe take some drugs, Alina. Pardon me, plants. Sorry about that, Stuart. Well, Evan has a question that is not health related. He asked, what would make good music for a wedding? Stuart, it sounds like you got a lot of nervous energy. Let's let some of that out and answer Evan's question.
Music for a wedding. This is a good question for me. There's a lot of music that I'm partial to, and most of it is going to do well for wedding. But I will tell you this though, there are a couple things you don't want at your wedding. Things to avoid. Okay, things to avoid. There are certain tones out there that if these songs are played at the right frequencies, can start getting actually into your brain waves and reorganizing the DNA within your brain, okay? If you're at somewhere around 87 hertz, avoid that at all costs, because it can rewrite those DNAs in your brain, and you become a completely different person. You're not you anymore, so therefore any vow you might make at the ceremony is considered null and void at the reception once you start playing this music. It's wild. Just avoid it at all costs. It's a headache.
So don't play 87 hertz music, Evan. Mike,
Yeah.
you look like a music lover. Can you help Evan out?
I ain't been to many weddings though. I don't get a whole lot of invites, but you're gonna want to bump those jams, man. Don't play like all the stuff that everybody listens to. Don't play all that Journey and Piano Man. That stuff's lame, dog. You gotta play the greats. You gotta play like the Tupac and the ICP, Porn, Queen Latifah, Shania Twain. Just the hits, man. Those underground hits. That's all it's all about.
All right, so don't go mainstream, Evan. And Cherry, since you have the right answer, I figure you can help wrap this up for us.
You should play the music that makes your heart happy. Because this is a time of heart happiness. At a wedding, your heart should be happy, so play music that makes your heart happy. If it's Shania Twain, you play that. If it's ICP, you play that. Whatever makes your heart happy, you should be playing it at your wedding. That is the correct answer.
Yeah, that is the correct answer. Play what you like and make sure that it's Shania Twain and other things and not 87 hertz. So, Evan, I hope that helps your wedding. Then we got another question from Alina. This one's food related. Where is the best Reuben sandwich in Madison? Cherry, I'm just going to ask you flat out.
You can no longer have the best Reuben sandwich in Madison.
Oh, no, why?
Because they took the carousel away.
That is sad. Sometimes the truth hurts, Alina, but Ella's Diner, or Ella's Deli rather, was the best place. But I don't know, Mike, can you tell us what is the current best place?
Well, I don't know what a Reuben is, but I would say McDonald's will probably have the best one.
All right, Stuart, you got to know the ins and outs of Reuben sandwiches. Where can Alina get the best current sandwich in Madison?
Oh, it's still there. Oh, Ella's Deli. You think it's gone? It's still there. It's still there. Trust me. That magical carousel, those don't just go away. They don't just disappear. No, it's still out there. It's in Sauk City. You go there, you follow the sounds of the carousel, you'll find it. It's there.
All right. Well, Alina, it looks like Cherry and Stuart both think that Ella's Deli had and has the best Reuben. You just have to follow the magic.
Follow the sounds, the magic sounds.
Great. We got another question from Evan. This one's a medical question. He bruised his foot and does not know how. What advice do you have for him? Sherry.
Cherry.
Cherry. I keep confusing the fruit and the name.
Cherry. Not Jerry, not Sherry. Cherry. You should.
All right. I don't mean to offend you,
Can I
Cherry.
speak?
Go ahead.
If your foot is bruised, don't walk on it. If you have to walk on it, don't. But if you absolutely have to, put some poultices on it and let it heal and then walk. If you're not sure how it got bruised, stop kicking people when you're sleeping.
Good advice, Cherry. That'll also help lower the heart rate if he's not using his foot. So,
Let your foot rest.
bring that heart rate down. Thank you. Mike, what do you think?
Well, don't go to the doctor. They don't. That's just a lot of money, and they don't help. If it's just a bruise on your foot, I mean, if it hurts, just like you could inject some rubbing alcohol into your foot. Just make sure you don't hit like a vein or something. That'll probably get rid of the pain.
All right. So inject rubbing alcohol and don't use your foot. I think those are great answers. Thank you, Stuart, Cherry, and Mike for coming out and answering the questions of our audience today. That I think will wrap us up and bring us into our next game, which is Dime Store Novel.
Actually, Mark, we have a special treat for everybody.
Oh,
because we have I need to fix my hair because that hat, there we go. Okay. It's hard when you're mirroring your video. It's just like, okay. All right. Huh. Hey, we have a special treat for everybody. Brandon Jensen is a phenomenal musician who is going to improvise a song for us. Brandon, would you be so kind as to... Oh, there you are. Look at you. Look at you. Oh, you're so handsome, buddy. So good to see you. I miss you, friend.
You.
Brandon, do you want to do a wrap up song on the last game, or do you want a new suggestion?
Either one.
All right, let's get Brandon a random title that has been generated by an audience at some point in the time. Mark.
Hateful Vegetables.
Hateful Vegetables.
Hateful Vegetables.
Title of your song. Take it away, buddy.
Vegetables. Oh, when I was eating lunch the other day with some broccoli, zucchini on my plate, I looked down and all of a sudden I saw the broccoli had a mouth, and it started to insult me. It said, "You're a big fat idiot, I hate your guts, you like to have sex with sluts, and you don't eat properly. Why don't you go to the grocery store and get some carrots and friends like me so you can get healthy?" It was a hateful vegetable. It was a hateful vegetable. Wasn't standard pop song length, but
Thank you, Brandon Jensen, for sharing that wonderful song with us.
hopefully we didn't get fined by the FCC on that.
The FCC doesn't care about Zoom. So you're probably beep. Thanks, Brandon. Thank you very very much. Folks, the next game we're going to play is called Dime Store Novel. At least that's what it's called in some circles. The way this game is going to work is we are going to have a narrator who is telling their story. They're going to be typing their story away, and at any point in time, they can change their mind about how the story is going. And so the person who is narrating the story today is going to be Adam. Adam Lukes. Why don't you join me on screen, Adam? Hi, Adam. Good.
Hey, friend.
All right. So Adam's going to start telling us a story. Brandon and I will be acting out the story. Adam, maybe you'll start out on screen by yourself, and then we'll join once you start to explain what our characters are doing. And at any point in time, you can drop off screen, and Brandon and I will continue being those characters that you've created, and you can feel free to edit us in any way that you want, except for a way that we might get edited by the FCC. All right, I'm going to drop off screen. Mark, why don't you give some sort of suggestion to throw at Adam's head?
All right. This is an exciting suggestion from Laura, tax prep.
Tax prep. Great. Thank you. Oh, let's see. How was I going to start this novel? Yes, I think something like, let's see. It was a cool London evening. The sun was just starting to set at the local bodega, and Lewis, in his new top hat, entered, awaiting the arrival of his friend Bunter. Bunter in his tweed jacket showed up momentarily and met his new friend, and Lewis was hiding a deep secret he was just dying to share with his old friend Bunter.
Bunter, it's so good to see you, Bunter. I just, so excited, so very happy, so wonderful.
You too, Lewis. It's been quite some time.
Yes, Bunter. I want to tell you that I have become very, very wealthy.
You don't say.
I do say, sir.
Lewis, having spilled his news, couldn't control himself, and he kept adjusting his hat in new and unusual ways.
Oh, Bunter, this is just... I'm so glad to finally tell someone that I am the wealthiest man I know now.
What? Well, whatever do you plan on doing with this newfound wealth that you've gained?
Well, I haven't really thought about that so much as I've just been excited about being wealthy. And so, well, I suppose I shall buy a better house and maybe a vehicle of some sort, or invest it.
Yes. Investing is what you've got to do. For the family, for the business.
Which business?
Well, I suppose it has been a long time, but I figured you wouldn't have closed up shop.
Oh. Well, that's the thing, Bunter. The way I became wealthy is, well, I sold the business.
You sold the business?
Yes.
Without me even knowing it. I didn't get any shares.
No. Bunter, of course, knew that Lewis had sold the business, as he had been spying on his friend the past several years. Yes.
So yes, I have sold the business.
You have? And you didn't bother to call me.
No, I didn't bother to call you because it's my business, and I just wanted to share the fact that I sold the business and became fabulously wealthy because some strange individual from some other place offered me a gargantuan sum of money for the business, so I sold it.
Well, I knew the entire time I was spying on you, and I didn't say anything about it because I trusted you and I thought that you were going to say something eventually.
Lewis let out a shriek. Eee! No. Lewis let out a mighty guffaw.
Oh,
You trusted me enough to spy on me? What kind of friend are you, Bunter? What manner of man spies on his friend and says he's a friend? Bunter.
I just started to get a little suspicious when I hadn't heard from you for some time. And my suspicion turned out to be correct. I'm not the one who has 100% of the profits from a business that we used to share together.
You, sir, left the business. You left when it was a broken place. And I built it from that broken place into something that some foreigner wanted to buy. So, of course, I kept it.
Well,
Bunter realized at that moment the only way they would be able to determine the rightful owner of the business would be a duel.
perhaps I was a bit lazy before, but I have returned, and I'm more willing to work now than ever. So the only way that this can be resolved is if we do this the old-fashioned way with a duel with pistols.
A duel with pistols?
A duel with pistols.
The following Sunday, Lewis and Bunter met up at the local quarry, both brandishing pistols, and decided among the terms of the duel.
Hello, Bunter.
Hello.
We shall take 5 paces, turn and fire. Yes, agreed?
5 and then a turn, or turn and fire on 5 on the 5th pace.
No, 5 and then turn and fire.
5 and then turn.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, turn.
Do we take a? Is it a pivot or do we take another pace? Is it just?
No, it's more of a quick 360, 180. Like so. Oh, damn. I just shot my foot.
Oh. Well, you must have a silencer on your weapon.
I did. It has fallen off, and so has my foot.
Oh boy. Well, we better get this on with.
Well, with this change to my feet, I think that I shall just stand here and you take 5 paces and then we'll shoot.
What? So you get to face me the whole time while my back is facing you?
Well, I already did a turn and I shot my foot. So
It was at that very moment that Bunter had an evil idea, an absolutely devilish idea, and his whole body shook in anticipation of him springing this fiendish idea. With his old friend's foot injured, he knew he could only take 3 steps instead of the agreed upon 5.
All right, I'm taking my paces. 1, 2, 3.
Ow. Oh. Oh.
As Lewis died, many visions flashed through his mind of the life he once knew with his friend Bunta. And he left his dear old friend with but one parting word.
Money.
The end.
And that was the Game Dime Store novel, everyone. Let's hear it for Adam Lukes. Give him a nice round of applause for making up stuffs. And Brandon Jensen. All right, folks, we are now going to try a guessing game, which I don't know if you know this, but the internet is tricky. So usually we would send a person out of the room if we were doing this show in the Glass Nickel, which is where we used to do our shows when reality was a thing. So we don't have the ability to send somebody out of the room in the same way that we would. So what we are going to do is our guesser this evening is going to be Brandon Jensen. Brandon, can I have you pull up your video right now?
Yes.
So Brandon, you're going to be guessing, which means we need to let the audience know what we are going to be trying to get you to guess. Mark has been so kind as to privately chat, send suggestions to myself and Adam, and you don't have that. So what I'm going to need you to do is you are going to mute your computer so that you cannot hear us at all. What we'll do is we will share the information with the audience as far as the suggestions that we've gathered from them earlier, and Mark has condensed into what we are going to use for the game. And then once we are done and we're ready for you to start listening, we will wave at the screen. Adam and I will wave at the screen like this until you turn your audio back on. So, Brandon, are you ready to go silent?
Yep. And here's a visual cue. I'm muting the computer audio and wearing headphones.
Okay, cool. Go ahead. Do that. I'm going to fix my game.
Let's test this. Brandon, you dress in the manner of a male prostitute.
Brandon, you are my favorite Jensen.
Tim Henson's Jensen babies.
I like him better than Cam Jansen from the book series of my youth. All right, I think we're good. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to do a guessing game. The guessing game is called Interrogation. And the way this works is we are going to have him, he's going to be interrogated by two police officers or whatever we decide that we are going to be, detectives, whatever it is. Adam and I are going to be the people who are trying to get him to guess. The way we are going to get him to guess is we are interrogating him. We will use wordplay and the like to try and get him to figure out what words we want him to figure out. So the interrogation goes like this. There's going to be 4 different things that he has to guess. The first is the crime. The crime that is committed is going to be unlicensed hiking. Unlicensed hiking is the crime that he has committed. And then we are going to then move on to the location. The location where he did this unlicensed hiking is a phone booth in the mall lobby. We wanted to make that super complicated. This is unlicensed hiking happening in a phone booth in the mall lobby. Thanks, Mark. All right. So that's the crime and then the location. And then after that, what we have next is the accomplice. The accomplice is the person who's doing this activity, this crime with Brandon, and that person is Macaulay Culkin. Macaulay Culkin is the accomplice. And then finally, we have the motive for why he did this crime. And the motive is he wanted to floss. He wanted to floss. So he was unlicensed hiking in a phone booth in the mall lobby with Macaulay Culkin, and he wanted to floss. All right. Pardon me, excuse me. Adam. Adam, you ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, let's bring Brandon back, and then do you wanna kick us off?
Sure thing.
All right, perfect. Let's start waving at Brandon. Hi, Brandon.
Hi, I'm back.
All right, you're under arrest.
All right, you. We got you. We got you good. And you know what you were doing, don't you? You know. Yeah.
Yeah.
I need you to admit it. I need you to admit it. We caught you on some real dangerous grounds here.
I bet you did.
What? Are you giving me sass? Tread lightly, my friend. Everything you say is being recorded here.
Yeah, so dangerous grounds. I mean, lots of things are dangerous. Walking across the street's dangerous. Walking across lava, bed of nails, construction site. I mean, it's endless.
Look,
man.
we've been keeping our eye on you here since March. That's right.
Oh, March. I mean, I was in a parade in March, man. I was in 4-H parade.
Look, you're trailing off on me here. Just stay focused. Stay focused. You know why we got you.
Well, I mean, I was in the park. I was going for a hike.
Oh yeah, you were hiking. That's right. But something was off with the hike now, wasn't it? Something was off.
Well, I mean, I had a couple beers that day, I guess. I was doing
Look, I'm a certified professional here. And what you were, the thing you were hiking, I can't say you put that much effort into it. No.
I hiked an anthill.
No. Okay. Look.
Hey, Carl.
Yeah.
Carl, I got the DMBs on the line for you.
Oh, great. I'll be
You're
right
done
there.
with this. You want to chat with the DMB quick?
Yeah.
I mean, I was hiking over like some cars. A Volkswagen Beetle was just there in the parking lot. I hiked over that.
Look, I'm not authorized to use physical force, but I can make faces at you till you tell me what I need.
I mean, I was hiking some nonverbal employees that were there that day.
Hey, Carl.
Yeah.
That is not an authorized face. Just so you're aware, you cannot do that face when you're talking with the DMB. I just wanted to give you a heads up. They're very sensitive about the kind of face that you have.
Come on.
Just letting you know in case they take your picture. No smiles, no funky faces.
All right. Well, hopefully the DMV's done with my custom plates, whatever type of plates those are.
Yeah, I mean, I was hiking some stones.
Nah. You know the type of plates that are on your car?
Yeah, I mean, I was hiking some licenses.
No, they weren't. They were not. In fact, they were the opposite of that.
Opposite of licenses. I was hiking some unlicenses.
Yeah, that's right. You were, in fact, unlicensed hiking, and now we got it on tape.
I was doing some unlicensed hiking.
That's right. All right, Jeff, your turn here.
Better get that call, Carl. Just go over there. All right, little man.
Yeah.
Super, man. Yeah.
That's what they call me.
Oh, is that so? Yeah. You gonna change, Superman? You gonna change? Yeah.
Yeah. I
You gonna
was
open one door, come out another.
yeah, I was in this closet.
Oh, yeah. Super. In a closet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's where I have my phone conversations, in my closet, so nobody can hear me.
Oh, You know what, buddy? Here's the thing. Let's go back a couple decades. All right.
I mean, I was in a booth.
Uh-huh.
I was
Yeah.
in a phone booth.
Yes. Yeah. You were. And we're going back those couple of decades. This was a pretty cool place.
It was a rotary phone booth.
That's nice. That's an extra detail that we didn't know.
Yeah, it's cool. You do that thing with the thing. That's cool.
Listen up, bud. There's all sorts of shops you could be in, right?
Yeah.
You're in a cop shop right now, but you could have been at an Auntie Anne's, could have been at a DQ,
Could have been a Blockbuster.
maybe not.
Could have been a
You're making a call. You're in that booth. That booth isn't just anywhere, is it?
no.
No.
No, is
Wait.
that a Crab Shack?
Oh, there was a Crab Shack there too. Crab Shack, Walden Books, Hallmark.
Yeah. It was at the Janesville Mall.
We did not know that about Janesville.
Yeah, it was a phone booth in a mall. A strip mall.
No,
An old mall.
just mall.
It was a mall.
All right. That's what I thought. You don't move.
I can't. I'm strapped to the chair.
You are strapped to the chair.
All right, buddy. Look, my girl just told me that I need to get a little more information from you here. So we know you were unlicensed hiking at a phone booth in the mall, but we know you weren't alone. Nope. We know someone was with you.
Yeah. So I was with Bob Ross.
No, you weren't with Bob. Oh, sorry. I'm getting a page here. I get a lot of these. Some people even call me the page master here. All right. There we go. Leave that for later. So, you need to tell us who you were with.
Yeah, I was with Conan the librarian.
Wasn't Conan. Look, I know you had a lot of reasons for doing this. Probably wanting to get wealthy, get real rich, rich. But we caught you. We caught your friend too. You just need to tell us who he is.
It was Macaulay Culkin.
That's right. And now we got you saying it on camera, my friend. Oh, we're almost done with this. Just wait till Jeff gets back here. We'll finish this out yet.
I'm back. Thanks, Carl. Just slam the door, just so you're aware. It's what I did. So that's how I entered the space, angrily and with the door slam. Young fellow. It really gets stuck, gets stuck in your craw when somebody commits crimes. You just wanna take it out.
Yeah, just rip apart a lobster.
Yeah, you just wanna go. Yeah, just wanna go. Yeah.
I just want to floss a lobster sometimes.
Well, you don't have to add extra things. Why'd you do it?
Why'd you
do it, hygiene boy?
I wanted to rip apart a lobster.
That's the extra thing.
I wanted to floss it. I wanted to rip it. I wanted to move it. I want it apart.
No, you had it and then you lost it.
I want to floss.
Yes, you do. Now why don't you just tell us all everything?
So I was doing unlicensed hiking in a phone booth in the mall with Macaulay Culkin because I wanted to floss.
God, I hate criminals.
Thank you. God.
I call my
Makes me wanna. All right. Now that we know that I don't know how to floss, let's bring Brandon Jensen back for another song. Come on back, Brandon. I'm gonna make it strum a little song, a little ditty. And I want you to, it's gonna be a song based off of something that came up, and that is rotary phone booth.
rotary phone booth. All right.
Rotary phone booth. I want a little song about a rotary phone booth.
What's the deal with today's technology? It's not for me. I'm not about cell phones or computers. I'm about that rotary. Don't plug it in. Don't use it well. Those cell phones can go to hell. I like things cause I'm old. I'd rather stick to Morse code because the way that I communicate is outdated. The way I communicate is outdated. When my friends are playing video games, I'll be not opening Ames. Instant messenger. I'd rather go out with her. That's my lady. She's from the Navy. She is getting old too. And I want to use the technology I use is outdated. Yeah. The way I communicate is outdated.
Thank you, Brandon. Thank you so much. Why don't you stay on the screen and let's bring Adam up for this as well. Folks, we've come to the final game of the evening. We are going to do a joke-telling game for you. Since there's the three of us, Mark, you can also jump in if you have a thought on a joke. You can also throw those at us. We're going to play a game called 185, which is a classic joke-telling game when you're doing improv. Basically, you have a formula, and you enter whatever the suggestion is into that formula and make a joke. So 185 bananas walk into the bar. Bartender says, "We don't serve bananas here." And the bananas split. So they're going to be that good or worse. Mark, what is our first suggestion for 185?
Evan gave us a lovely suggestion. It is librarian.
Librarian. Thank you very much. Librarian is your suggestion. Begin.
185 librarians walk into a bar. The bartender says, "We don't serve librarians here." And the librarians are like, "Oh, check you out."
185 librarians walk into the bar. Bartender says, "We don't serve librarians here." And their librarians go, "Well, shh."
185 librarians walk into a bar and the bartender says, "Get out, you did not pay the cover."
185 librarians walk into a bar. The bartender says, "We don't serve librarians here." They said, oh, I'm sorry. Should I have booked a reservation?"
185 librarians, very tough-looking librarians, walk into a bar. Bartender says, "We do not serve librarians here." And the librarians go, "Do we decimate this place?"
185 librarians walk into a bar. The bartender says, "We don't serve librarians here." And the librarian's like, "Come on, we're just overdue for a drink."
Perfect. Thank you very much, Adam. Mark, let's get a new suggestion.
We got a suggestion of arsonist. And it's weird, so I thought we'd take it.
I like it. All right, arsonist is your suggestion.
185 arsonists walk into a bar. The bartender says, "We don't serve arsonists here." And the arsonists are like, "I want to rethink that policy, friend."
185 arsonists walk into the bar. Bartender says, "We don't serve arsonists here." And the arsonists go, "Oh, we heard this was a really hot place."
185 arsonists walk into a bar. Bartender says, "We don't serve arsonists here." The arsonist said, "Relax, I'm just here to meet my Tinder match."
185 arsonists walk into a bar, and the bartender says, "Sorry, we can't serve arsonists here." And the arsonists say, "Well, that's retardant." I should not have done that one.
All right, let's get a new suggestion, Mark.
Mice.
What was that?
Mice, like
Okay.
multiple mouses.
Mice. $185 mice walk into the bar. Bartender says, "We don't serve mice here." And the mice go, "Oh, we heard this was a nice hole in the wall." 185 mice walk into the bar. Bartender says, "We don't serve mice here." And the mice go, "Well, that's a bunch of clickbait."
185 mice walk into a bar, and the bartender says, "Sorry, we don't serve mice here." And the mice say, "Ah, that's all right. You only play trap music anyway."
185 mice walk into a bar, and the bartender says, "Oh, we don't serve mice here. This is a developing nice part of town. We don't serve mice." And the mice are like, "Oh no, Tom, looks like we're being gerrymandered away."
For that, I'm going to get a new suggestion.
All right, we got nurses.
Nurses. Nurses.
Uh, 185 nurses walk into a bar. The bartender says, "We don't serve nurses here." The nurses say, "Well, the 185 of us are in here already. Might as well."
185 nurses walk into a bar, and the bartender, "Sorry, we can't serve nurses here. We don't want you in here. You know, you're not welcome. We don't like you. You know, could you go somewhere else? We prefer that you're not in here." And then the nurses say, "Wow, you really milked that one out."
185 nurses walk into the bar. Bartender says, "Sorry, we don't serve any nurses here." And the nurses go, "We don't see anybody else."
185 nurses walk into a bar. Bartender says, "We don't serve nurses here. What are you even doing here?" And the nurses are like, "Well, we came to meet up our exes here."
Let's see how many acronym jokes we can make. All right. Mark. New suggestion.
Magicians.
Perfect. Thank you very much. 185 magicians.
185 magicians walk into a bar. The bartender says, "We don't serve magicians here. Last time you all came in with a bunch of fake IDs." The magicians turn around and leave. And they leave their IDs. The bartender's like, wait. Is this your card?
I'm gonna call it there. All right, folks. That is our show. Thank you so much for enjoying it, hopefully. Thank you for being here anyway. I would like to thank Mark Turnus on sound. Let's give him a nice round of applause. Brandon Jensen provided some audio joy and also some performing. And Adam Lukes.
Thanks, everybody.
My name is Qasim. Have a wonderful evening. Stay safe. We miss y'all. Take care.